Hey YouTubers, so been working on our house here, putting up hardy plank. Bought a special blade for cutting fiber cement, so that'd be the hardy plank here. So I was really disappointed at the performance. Paid $30 for this blade, and I cut probably maybe 20 cuts total out of it. So we didn't even get an eighth of the way through the job before the blade completely wore out. So I don't know if camera can pick this up, but you'll notice that the tips have completely come off. Okay, so you know, me trying to push through the job overheated it, and it of course melted the brass that holds the carbon tip on, and it finally came off. So I suddenly realized, my goodness, this is going to be a small fortune on blades alone. Unbelievable. Thank you for that. So, I'm out of blades. I'm not that close to town, so it's a bit of a drive, 20 minutes round trip, say, just to get to the nearest hardware store to spend another $30 on a blade. I'm kind of in the middle of the job, trying to get this job done, so I go looking through my shop and I find this old $7 dull ripping saw blade that I had gotten years ago. I just kind of hung it up. I was planning to get it sharpened at some point. Probably paid 10 years ago, paid $10 for it. Or $7 for it. I think I bought it for $7. Material all purpose. Nothing friggin' fancy. Garbage thing. This is after 40 cuts. It is now just getting to the point where it's getting too dull. It's starting to pull the saw off track a little bit. So I'm thinking to myself, this is absolutely nuts. I'm not spending $30 on a supposedly specifically designed blade to cut fiber cement board when a regular wood saw blade does a job twice as good. Bought these at Home Hardware, $3.77. It's got a few more teeth than the other one, not by many. I suspect it'll cut pretty good. I think this is a 20 blade, this is 24. So I bought 3 of them. I'm about halfway through the job, and I'm thinking, well, for $12 I can finish this job. What I'm really pissed about is that their $30 blade can't outperform a $7 dull blade. This was dull. It wouldn't cut wood properly, and I plowed through this stuff like it was nothing. Unbelievable. Just goes to show, they're just ripping you off. Half as amount of work on that. Yeah, they got some laser design cuts in it for relief. Didn't help it any. It's crazy. I don't know why it is that we're expected to spend so much money on garbage. You know, I've used this product before in other blades. In fact, I got it in my 10-inch miter saw right now. I'm really happy with it. Nice blade, cuts perfect. You know, I haven't had any problems. Get lots of use out of it. And then they come up with a piece of crap like this. They think you're going to spend $30 on a specially designed blade to cut the special product, whereas just a regular wood blade would have done just fine. And that's exactly what I'm going to continue to use until the job is done. So if you want to save yourself some headache and want to save yourself some money, I mean, it only takes like less than a minute to change a friggin' saw blade. It's not the end of the world. This is the way to go. Yeah, I'll set up the saw and we'll cut some here and we'll show you what's going on. So you can see how clear the cut is. I mean, it's perfect. So that first blade, this is all it managed to do, was just this one little side. That dull wood blade, did all this side and did all this side. So yeah, which blade are you going to buy at the store? So the other claim is that the fiber cement blade is supposed to generate more or less dust, which is a load of crap. They all generate the same amount of dust because the same amount of material has to be removed. Perhaps in impression wise, being that it's only got 6 teeth, takes longer to cut, therefore the dust will dissipate faster, as opposed to using a blade with more teeth that'll actually cut faster, and having a more condensed plume of dust. But the reality is it's going to be the same amount of material being removed from the cut line regardless of how many teeth you have. It'll generate the same amount of waste. The same amount of waste gets flying into the air. I wouldn't recommend cutting them indoors, that's for darn sure, but I wouldn't believe the claim of less dust at all. It's just another load of crap. Now I'm on the last of the cheap blades. I've done probably 50 or 60 cuts on it, probably more cuts than I had on the other two. One thing I did notice is that I had a lot of repetitive cutting, because I have all these pieces here that are exactly 12 1/4 inches long, so you know, in the interest of getting the job done fast, I started stacking them as many as 3 and 4. So doing that, I quickly discovered it drastically reduces the performance of the blade. And I have to admit, I did stack at least 2 a couple of times with the fiber cement board, so not the end of the world. But I also did that with the wood blade and still got 40 cuts out of a dull blade. So having finished this side, you see we've already got some paint on. I still got to do this because we have to put the deck up yet. But all the way along, finish the top part of this, and then the other corner of the house, so the other end rather. So we're just getting ready to do the gable parts there. Not doing the cement board, we're going to do it in shakes. So got to put the rain screen up yet still. But you can see that you know, I should have bought those cheap blades to start with. This is absolutely incredible. You know, I probably would have spent $300–400 just to get this far if I had to keep buying those stupid cement blades. Well, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but you know, you get the meaning. So I don't know. You decide how you want to spend your money. I mean, would I go and spend another $30 on a blade that can't even do the job it was supposed to do for as long as it was supposed to do? I mean, I'm not sure if 20 cuts is considered a reasonable cut for that blade, but geez, you know, this one here over 40 for $7 10 years ago, and it was dull to begin with. And then I have this, which was an extraordinary sale at $3.77. The regular price was $10. I mean, I don't know how long that sale on. Maybe I should buy some more. I mean, I bought 3 for 12 bucks. Jeez. So even if it only lasted half as long as this, I still get the job done and save myself a whack load of money. That, well, it's going back to Home Depot. So I'm thinking I don't want to spend another $30 on a blade. Especially I'm right in the middle of the... Oh, Jesus, will you shut the f*** up, you idiot. Go away. Don't